Paul, we'll start with your considered thoughts on the weekend. I'm sure you've watched it back. What are the big takeaways from the Wycombe game?
Oh, that's a good opening question. I thought first half we limited them to 2 chances really. One they scored from, which is a deflected shot that goes up in the air, could fall anywhere. I'm not saying we shouldn't do better, we should. But sometimes random things happen in football. And then they had one where we didn't block an inside pass and cut across the 6-yard box, which is a very good chance. But we had very good chances to score, and we were like, someone made a near post run and it went to the far post, vice versa. A couple of times we didn't pull the trigger. Then second half I thought we were pretty good really, got back into it, but then they had a good 15-minute spell where they were definitely in the ascendancy, and then I thought we had the majority of the rest of the game. Still my opinion that there's not much criticism I can put on the team for the corner goal, because it's just a well-worked corner. The way we defend on them, and we all obviously susceptible to that, but Foz got out, it deflected off Foz. In fairness, all 3 goals deflected off Foz in some part. So there was parts of our play which are unbelievable, and I've shown the lads that today. I said I'm still disappointed that we've lost. I know they've won 14 out of 15 at home, but I still expected us to win the game. But yeah, a lot of things give me, we're trying to drive performance. Obviously, there's parts of it that we could always improve on. I could manage any team and you'd want to improve on bits. But generally the performance was really good. They never give up, brilliant, kept going and got themselves back into it twice. But, the third goal, when it's our throw in and we throw it, the ball away really, which I wasn't pleased with. I think we could have retained the ball better, and they break, we don't stop across. That's disappointing. But generally, yeah, really good things. I know it seems weird because as a manager I should sit here and criticise everything, and it's not like that. The lads have been brilliant, they've been on a good run, and that performance Saturday against many other teams would have been enough to win it. But Wycombe slowed the game down, the ball's hardly ever in play, everything takes a minute and a half, which is frustrating for us because we want to play at a pace, and it's the smallest pitch in the league. But if you're going to be successful, you have to win as many of these games as you can, and we intended to win. We didn't set up to draw, and we're trying to bounce back again for tomorrow night, but that's all you can do. So yeah, really pleased with the performance in totality, but just individual bits we could have been better.
Obviously the result of any game is the important thing, but how do you make sure that you almost strip away the final score and look at the process and focus on that? Because I know supporters can get very downhearted by the final score and maybe forget about the bits that come before. Yeah,
that's a good question. I think after the game, I just thanked the lads for their efforts, told them to sulk for 30 minutes. No one sulks more than me. And then let it go and just enjoy your day off, and then we'll come in Monday and show you stuff. So I didn't want to get, in the heat of the moment, you're going, oh, this happened. Unless you watch the game back, no one knows. Even I'm not saying I'm like but where I stand, I see everything. I didn't hand up on the corner that Wingy scored, and I've had Wingy. I didn't notice that he was outside the box. There wasn't any indication from us on the bench, so I can't criticise the lads not noticing. They were all doing their jobs, and in fairness, it was well worked. So I think we try not to give feedback emotionally, hence why in the world we live in, people are emotional on Twitter because it's instant, isn't it? Instant, oh, I'm not happy with this, or I'm really happy with that. So I watched it back, and I was showing some of the players today, some of the great stuff they done. Like one of my players Colo ran the length of the pitch once to defend something as a number 9 has got nothing to do with him. So there's some really good things in it, and you just have to watch the game back objectively. And take your bias out of it and think, right, what have we done well here? And there's some parts of our play was unbelievable. There's some parts of our play that obviously we need to help the lads with, and that's what we try and do. We try and ask them to drop their egos, come in, and I show them a clip, like, what do you think we see as coaching staff here? Well, we should have been a bit deeper on the fullback. Yeah, we should have been. And it's a constant thing. So, and I think I can detract the performance from the result. And you're right, we get judged on results. So everyone sees Derby losing 3-2 at Wycombe. Wycombe are probably the best home team in the league. So I still want to win. But everyone sees that as we lost the game. But it was a lot closer than that. I'm not saying possibly we've done enough to win it, but I don't think we should have lost it either.
Has it given you a bit more to think about in terms of the team that you pick on Tuesday night?
Yeah, it always does, really. I mean, I like to pretend but of course it does, and obviously we need to get back to winning ways. I've got a couple of ways I can go, obviously, and I don't want to tell the opposition everything, but I can change the wide players. I can play a sitter and not 2-9, so to speak. There's different ways to play, and there's the way I probably go in the next 2 games will be completely different. So I might go, make changes for tomorrow night or not, and do the other thing for Saturday. And this is the thing now, and this is why one of my jobs is to motivate everybody in the group, not just the 11. They're not the superstars. It's like all 20 of them, because over the next few weeks, all of them will play more and more minutes. So it's about the ones on the periphery of the team being motivated and being ready to play, and being fair on the ones who are in the team. Like if they're playing really well, they should keep their jersey in equal measure. You're
back at Pride Park on Tuesday night, and you've been fantastic at home. How do you make sure that keeps going?
I don't know, really. It's a good question. Again, I don't know why you're coming out with better questions. I don't know what's up with you. It's a good question. I don't know. We just try and keep the same processes, right? So we try and keep the same things which have got a success over recent months. We, try and keep sincere and honest with the lads. We try and show them the opposition. We try and, however, it's the lads who walk over the white line. I can't guarantee any fan watching this that we're going to turn up and be great. We could be absolutely honking. I don't know. But all I do know is that hopefully the lads give everything they can give, and when we need to make changes, we will. But I fancy us against any team in this league, home or away. So we have been good at home. However, it's a completely new game. What's gone before has gone before. We have to compete against a good Lincoln team who have won 2 on the spin, who want to play, who will enjoy playing on our pitch. And as all teams do when they come here, want to, spoil our home form. So we're going to have to be at our very best. But yeah, everything's trying to be the same. Don't change a lot. Try and be consistent with your messaging to the lads, and wish them luck.
Injury-wise, everyone all right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to make up a better answer. I don't think there's any issues. I just think I've had everyone out on the pitch who played Saturday. The starting 11 haven't done as much, and the remainder are doing a 5-0. So yeah, I think I've got no dramas.